Okay, hi everyone, this is Kristen Riello for Module 10 talking about the community that I'm a part of, and I'm part of the music community. So the music community that I'm a part of is on a local scale and then on a larger scale. So the community exists both online and in person. So the community is made up of people who have a similar taste in music and in some cases have similar beliefs or feelings about certain things. It's valuable to be part of the community because it keeps people who go to concerts and who like the same kind of music together. So when we go to the different shows, we'll see each other, and then when we're there at the show, we'll talk about the different music that we like, and that's part of continuing the conversation that originally either started online or was continued or perpetuated online. So the community exists on several different social media sites. Pretty much any site you log on to, if you search up any of the bands, you'll find content, especially on Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, Twitter. So the first persona I have is for the creator. I've named him Alex, and Alex's role as a creator means that he creates the different content that the people are watching. So, like videos for bands, so maybe a promotional tour video, a tour update, music videos, the making of, any type of documentary style footage that people would be interested in. So, Alex is also in a band where he creates music, so he's creating two different types of content. So, not only are people following his music, but they're also following his videos. So Alex's profession is working at a record label where he does videography for the record label. His other hobbies include playing guitar, photography, collecting t-shirts, vinyls, and skateboarding, which all fit within the culture of the community of the music genre. So his demographics are he's a male, he's 24, and he lives in the city of Boston, Massachusetts. So some identifiers: Alex is funny, he's very knowledgeable of the genre of the music that his band makes music for. So he knows the history of the genre and likes to stay current on the trends of what's happening. So he's overall very, very knowledgeable of the genre and what's going on in the genre. So Alex's main goal is to provide the creative content to keep people engaged and interested. So for the YouTube videos, he really needs to keep content creative. I'll talk about that in the next slide. He wants his content to be an expression of himself and his friends, so if he's creating a video for a band, he wants that specific content to be representative of that band in the best way possible. So some challenges he has are that, so a challenge that he has is to stay creative and original in keeping the young people engaged at all times, or the audience engaged at all times. The community helps him out by continually following his work. They look at his photography on his Tumblr, the videos he posts on YouTube. They follow him on Twitter and Instagram, maybe Snapchat too. So here's some examples of content from a creator. So this is the record label's YouTube channel, and so we have music videos directed by Alex. We have creative content, a weekly kind of podcasty type show which features things like the distro title of the week, an office playlist, and then you have other content like this artist covering a certain song. And then you have Tumblr, showing different photographs where users can engage by reblogging, reposting, sharing, liking, etc. So a critic persona would be Dalton. So Dalton's role as a critic means that he provides the community with different album reviews, comments on upcoming tour announcements, and writes concert reviews. Generally, he comments on a lot of things, shares a lot of things, and he works at a successful online blog. So some of his hobbies include going to shows, listening to music, photography, collecting music, and creating any type of art. He's a male, he's 20, and he lives in a suburb in Connecticut. Dalton is funny, he is very knowledgeable of the genre of music, and that helps him when trying to write his album reviews and concert reviews, and he gets very excited about upcoming tours, and he really enjoys listening to the kind of music within the genre, which makes his work a little easier. Some of his goals are to inform the music community about new albums and the latest concerts, whether that's an upcoming concert or a concert that he went to. He wants to be able to share his educated opinions with an audience and wants the bands to see his feedback as well. Dalton's main challenges are trying to keep the album reviews original, articulate, fresh, keeping the content interesting, and giving, different and specific reasons for why he likes or doesn't like an album in an articulate way. Sometimes that gets a little difficult after a while. The community helps Dalton achieve his goals by reading his reviews and engaging in his content. He writes reviews, people comment on them, they share their opinions with him. Maybe they can give him some positive and different feedback that keeps things interesting. They also give him ideas for different albums to check out. So here's an example. This is a music site or blog called Pitchfork. So this is a album review example, and then Best New Music is a different tab they have. So, kind of creating different content like that. So they're not creating that content, but they're creating a comment on that content. So the last persona we have is the spectator persona. So Jess's role as a spectator means that she's going to be following all the different bands on Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, YouTube, Snapchat, any kind of social media they have. She watches their videos religiously, she reads reviews of their albums, watches and reads interviews, etc., etc. Jess is a full-time student with a part-time job. She enjoys going to concerts, listening to music, reading, watching YouTube videos, learning how to play guitar, photography, any kind of artistic mediums like that. She's a female, she's 21, and she lives in the city of New Haven, Connecticut. Jess loves to learn more about the genre through reading, so reading on maybe Instagram, Twitter, Tumblr, any kind of interviews, maybe on Pitchfork, and she admires all the bands she listens to. So some goals of Jess are to be completely immersed in the genre of the music that she loves, and she wants to know about all of her favorite bands and, why they make the music that they do, what inspires them, etc. She loves going to concerts, so learning about the bands helps her further enjoy a concert. Some of Jess's challenges are trying to find people to go to certain concerts with, and like spreading that web of community further out. So the community helps Jess achieve her goals by communicating with her about bands and discussing music, also going to concerts with her. So here's an example of, some spectator watching, so following bands on Instagram and finding, their different content for tour announcement purposes, following this lead singer of this band, following a Twitter for a festival that's going to be happening in December, and following a specific band. So by following an artist, a festival, and an actual band, you find tons of different content, whether that's tour announcements, personal announcements, ticket sales, any kind of content,